Well, there's one technology that's been in our homes for a number of years, and that is our printer. Today we're going to show you one from Hewlett-Packard that's actually kept up with the times. It's their HP Photosmart E all-in-one printer. And it's an all-in-one printer, meaning that it has the ability to scan documents. It's also obviously a printer. You can also make copies of things, but this one has the ability to connect to the internet. And I don't mean connect to the internet through your computer, but as a standalone printer, it has its own email account with its own email address. And when you email this device, it will actually print whatever it is that you've emailed it, which makes it really easy to connect devices without having to load drivers.
Well, that's kind of a neat thing. Everything is so connected now, whether we're looking at like a BlackBerry or an iPhone, or even things like tablet computers and iPads. And that's the nice feature. You don't have to worry about the drivers anymore. As long as you've got that unique email address for the particular printer, you can actually email photos that you've taken with your smartphone or entire documents, whether they're Office documents, PDFs, or any type of picture as well. Another really neat thing, because it is a web-connected printer, is that it has something called apps. So we've all heard of apps now. We're using them on our smartphones like BlackBerries and iPhones. Well, now you can get apps for your HP Photosmart printer. And these are really kind of cool. And I like it because it really makes things a lot simpler. You can see on the full color screen here, all I have to do is scroll over to the apps icon, hit OK, and then I've got a number of apps or applications, that's what they're short for. And I can do things like get the Yahoo News. I can print out my calendar. And this is a great thing for kids. There's all sorts of different crafts that you can get as well that you can print out and keep them busy with. And just going back to that e-printing feature, I mean, that thing really is revolutionary for me. This is kind of the first real big innovation in printers that I've seen in a long time. So I've got an email on my iPad right now, and I want to print out the attachment. So what I basically do is I forward that email with the attachment, and I'm just going to type in the secret email address I have. I'm going to show you. And presto kazinga, I basically send that, and now it's going over the internet to the printer. This printer isn't hooked up to a computer right now, which is kind of a cool thing.
That's right, and you don't have to worry about someone sending you a whole bunch of spam to this printer and having all of that stuff waste all your ink, because it actually has standard spam filters built into it. So I shared my email address for my printer with Mike, and now if he wants to print anything to my printer, it's as easy as just doing that.
And you know, the important thing is the print quality is fabulous as well. So whether you're doing any type of Office documents or any of these crafts or photos, you're going to get super high quality.
And that's one thing HP is actually known for.
Well, what I want to do now is actually talk to one of our friends. Her name's Taylor Stokes, who's used the e-printer and has a really great story for us. So Taylor, first, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
I know you've been using this particular all-in-one for a little while. What are some of your favorite aspects of it?
I do use a printer a lot with work. I would say my favorite part of this particular printer is being able to have the recipe app. I cook and bake a lot, so it's great to be able to just go right to the printer and print out recipes, and it just makes it really easy to make dinner really quickly.
Well, it's nice because it gives you some great meal ideas just kind of with a click of a button.
It really does.
And so I brought you on the show because you had a really interesting story. One of your friends lives far away and just had a new baby.
That's right, yeah. It's really great. She lives in Toronto, so we don't get to see each other as often as we'd like, and she did just have a new baby. And it's great because she is able to print right to my printer from her iPhone. So she takes pictures of her baby and sends them right to my printer, and first thing in the morning I'm able to wake up to pictures and post them on my wall, which is really great.
Well, these are great.
Yeah.
And that's kind of neat. So you basically gave her the email address to your printer, and she can just send these whenever she'd like.
Exactly, so it's such a great surprise.
And so I got to ask this question. Aren't you ever worried about crazy people sending stuff to your printer?
I'm not worried about crazy people, no, because I can give my email address to whoever I want. So friends and family. If somebody gets a hold of it by accident, I'm able to easily blacklist that person. So I can block them, or I can actually just change my email address altogether.
What a fantastic story. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Taylor Stokes talking about the e-print feature of the HP Photosmart E all-in-one. If you want some more information, you can always go to our website, www.getconnectedmedia.com, or you can also visit the HP site at hp.ca.